Hi, I'm Whitney Huskamp here with another TCWC Moment. Today I wanted to come to you with a story that most of us know and we've known since we were little children, the story of David and Goliath. You see, David was a young shepherd boy who took on a 9-foot giant and he won. But he didn't win out of luck. He won because his God was powerful and he knew it. You see, before David came on the picture, the Israelites had been listening to this giant taunt them, taunt their king, and taunt God for 40 days and 40 nights. And David comes on the picture and he says, I'll take on that giant. A lot of people discouraged him from that because they didn't believe that he could do it. But he knew that he couldn't do it, but he knew his God could. And that is so powerful. You see, the story isn't just true back then, it's true today. How many of us have giants in our own lives? We might have depression, we might have anxiety, we might have people in our lives that put us down constantly. And those are giants and they are very real in our lives. But as I was listening to another pastor preach this the other day, he said something that was very eye-opening to me. He said, a lot of us have heard that we need to be that David, that we need to armor up and we need to fight that giant. But he said, Jesus is all throughout the Bible. So where is Jesus in this story? And he said, we are not called to be David. Jesus is David. Jesus is our giant slayer. He killed our giants the day he died on the cross for us. And that I opened my eyes to just how powerful, our God is. I already knew that. But he can take on anything, and he already has taken on our giants in our life. But sometimes we see those giants above everything else because they seem right here at us. I want to encourage you today is if you have giants in your lives that you feel like are pushing you so far down that you can't breathe, that you can't get back up, to look higher than that 9-foot giant that you have. Look above that to see how big and powerful your God is. Because when giants are in our lives and that's all we can see, a lot of times that's all we can talk about. We talk about how bad our problems are, and that actually gives strength to that giant. But when we look above our giant and we see how big our God is, and that's where our focus is, and we have shifted our focus, we are going to start talking about how good our God is. And when we do that, our giants start to shrink. Now, I'm not saying we will never have giants come back into our lives, because in the Bible you see that the Philistines came against God's people multiple times. But when giants come in your lives, don't just lay down and stay paralyzed because your giant is knocking you down. Look above, shift your focus to him, and he will get you through.